Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Khadijah. I had recently just changed my channel's name. It used to be Naturally D's Collection. Now it's just Khadijah Franklin. I am totally doing a 360 on my channel, and I will definitely do a video on that coming up. But today's video is talking about my 10 top favorite needed infant items. In today's video, I am going to be talking about my top 10 must-haves for 0 to 6 months of a baby's life. So I currently have a 5-month-old. He is 2 weeks away from hitting 6 months. So I feel like doing this video right now is honestly a good time to do it since he's about to turn 6 months. So let's just get right into the video. So disclaimer, all of these items are my favorite for my baby right now. Now I have 2 kids. My first baby, my items, my list was different. Some of them are the same, but some of them are also different. So these items are specifically for my baby and my needs and my partner's needs. But for you, it might be different. So this for you might just be probably like just a little guide, or maybe just like a little heads up on some things that might really help you for the first 6 months of your baby's life. So number 1 for me was a cordless pump. I got mine on Amazon. It's a non-brand one, but it works amazing. I'll link it down below. I say this because as a mom, you are always doing something. You don't have time to just sit there and pump for 20-30 minutes. Honestly, I hate it sitting there being connected to a wall and having to sit there and do nothing but be on my phone. So what I did was I invested in a cordless pump. It's probably like 60-70 bucks. So what I do is I just put it in my shirt and I walk around and I do what I have to do. Now, one downfall to this is I feel like I have to do 2 sessions of this pump. I want to say the pump is either 15 or 20 minutes. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to do 2 sessions for me to get all of my milk out, or I should say most of my milk out. But I'm totally fine with that because at the same time, I could be doing different things. I could be doing the dishes, I could be doing laundry, I could be cleaning, I could be, I don't know, I could be doing something else other than sitting there connected to a wall. So my number 1 is a cordless pump. Now, these items are not in any particular list or in any particular order. I just wrote them down. So my number 2 item are Burp Cloths. Babies spit up, they drool, something's always coming out of them to where you gotta wipe it. So a burp cloth, I feel like, is just key and always needed when you have a newborn. I have probably about like 3 different versions of a burp cloth. I have like the Muslim cloths. I have these weird looking cloths that kind of like diapers, but they work for spit up and stuff. I'll show you guys everything right here so you guys can see what I am talking about. So yes, burp cloths I feel like are really needed. Number 3, it's a playpen. I do not like to put my baby down on the floor or even on the couch in like the little play gym, and that's on my list as well. So I put the little play gym in my playpen, and I put the baby in the playpen, and I could just leave them there until he's ready to be picked up. But the reason why I say a playpen is because they can either take naps in it or they could play in it. The reason why I don't like to put the play jungle or whatever you want to call it on the couch or on the floor is because, for one, on the couch he could fall, because right now he's starting to flip over a lot, and then on the floor it just kind of seems strange for me to put my baby on the floor. Even if I am to put blankets, I don't want to put him on the floor, so I either put him on my bed or in the playpen. And the playpen helps us a lot. We take it on vacations. We take it to our family's house, and it's one of those playpens too where you could just literally, like, I don't know, bunch it all together, and it's just like, it's portable. You could just put it in the back of your car. So yes, a playpen for either napping, to play in, or just to have them in a secure location to where they're not gonna roll over and fall or anything like that. So number 4 is a haka. In the beginning of my son's life, in the beginning of my son's life, I was producing a lot of milk. So your boobs are still not used to, you know, all that milk. So when you're feeding your baby on one side, your other boob is going to leak. So a haka is like this little suction thing that you just suction on your boob, and it catches all of the overflow, or is that how you call it? Or all of the leakage milk. So instead of it going or leaking on your clothes, or it being caught on a like cloth or something like that, you could store all of that milk. And honestly, I probably was getting about 2-3 ounces just from it catching my letdown. That's what it's called, the letdown. So the haka catches all your letdown while your baby is on the other boob. And you could store that, you could stash it. I have a big stash of my breast milk, and the haka helped me with a lot of that. So a haka is much needed. Now, number 5 on my list. Now this is probably, I should have put this at number 1, but this is like my top topic. Helps us so much, is the hatch. The hatch helps us so much at night. It's a night light, and it's also a sound machine. Now this sound machine, what we have it on is a washing machine sound. Honestly, it helps me and my boyfriend sleep better as well. So it helps all of us sleep better. But then also, it's just that white noise in the background, so it's just not silent. So it's like if something does drop, or if a noise suddenly just happens, it doesn't startle the baby, because that noise in the background is still, they're kind of keeping everything, or just kind of still soothing your baby. But the hatch also helps, like when you are changing a baby's diaper at night and you don't want to turn on the light all the way, you could get this app on your phone, and you could turn the light up to your liking. Like, I love this app. From your phone, you could do the volume, you could do the light, you could do the sound, everything. So I feel like a hatch is really needed for the first, for the first year, even for the first 5 years, if it really helps your child sleep. So number 6 for me is a bouncer. The bouncer in the beginning of my baby's life helped us a lot. He likes to be held a lot. Me and my boyfriend, we hold him, but it's like we don't want to hold him 24/7 because we don't want him to get used to being in arms all the time either. So we had a little bouncer, and what we did was we just bounced it with our foot, and it either put him to sleep or it just calmed him down. So I would say probably for like the first 4 months of his life, this helped tremendously until he did grow out of it, but it helped us big time. So number 7 is that play gym that I had mentioned earlier. The play gym is something that it helps stimulate your baby's senses. It helps them grab, it makes noise. They could grab stuff and put it in their mouth. So it's like a total sensory play gym for your baby. And it just helps them with those motor skills and just the sensory as well. And it helps with with the grabbing, with the sound, with the exploring with the mouth. So a play gym I feel like is really needed. Now in the first like 2 months, they're probably really not going to be paying attention to it, but you could get one to where it's like, I forget what it's called, but it's like black and white, like all the pictures in it and all the toys are black and white. So it just helps with a baby's senses during those early stages. But the play gym is definitely for like 3 months to, I feel like, about 6 to 7 months, because they're starting to grab and explore, and this helps explore and keep them busy. So number 8, I kind of feel like number 8 could kind of go with the play yard, but I've bought them separately. But Rattles, and I would say probably, let's just say toys in general. I feel like are really good for like 4 to 6, 8 months. The ones that I'm showing you, these ones are good for like when they're first starting to really learn and to grab and learn to or just hearing, so you get Rattles, you get toys that they could put in their mouth, so like all of their senses are stimulated to help them grow and develop. Number 9, now for number 9, my first child didn't take a binky at all, and I had no issue with that, but this baby needs a binky. Number 9 is a binky pacifier. A pacifier helps my baby sleep. It helps him being soothed. It just helps just with that stimulation of having something in his mouth. He chews on it, and we also have a how do you call it, like a chain or something like that, so that we could hook it to his shirt, but then he could also chew on it, and it helps since he's teething as well. So a pacifier, and then I guess the chain, I don't really know what it's called, but the chain that helps connect it, I feel like helps us big time for these whole 6 months of his life. It helped us big time. It saved our lives. And then the last one, number 10, is a camera or a monitor for when the baby is sleeping, or when you're not around the baby. You could still have this camera hooked up and looking out at the baby, so you can look at your baby when you're not around them. And he's in the room by himself, so we put that camera up and we're able to watch him. So if he turns over, we could tell. If something's over his face, we could tell. If just anything is happening, if he's up, like he's up right now, I could tell because I have the camera looking at him. So before my baby starts crying his head off, I'm going to end this video right now. I really truly hope that this helps you guys on your journey of motherhood and just your newborn. I hope this video helped you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share this video with any new mamas. So again, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.